Well, Garden Time loves showing you projects from the wall. We've seen them many times over the years. Well, we have another one today. I'm with homeowner Heidi. Hi, Heidi.
Hi, how are you?
Fine, thanks. And thanks for inviting us here. You have a beautiful front garden. Unbelievable.
Thank you so much. We love it.
I bet you do, because it looks well used, well entertained in.
Thank you. We're going to have a great summer for entertaining coming up with the sun out.
Excellent. So you had some challenges here when you moved in. So what were those challenges?
We had a yard that, as you can see from the street, it sloped down to the house, and there was a window that was about 2 to 3 feet above, and I wanted to have it excavated out where we'd have usable space. The way it was, we couldn't even put a chair out in the front yard, so it was totally unusable.
And then you had a huge tree that blocked everything.
Yes, we had a huge blue spruce that we took out, and you could then see the house. But that was just the beginning. We needed a lot more work.
And so what was the next step there? What did you do?
Well, the next step was I called Jake McCutcheon from the wall. I knew him because I'd had him as a student at Franklin High School. And I really enjoyed and liked the family a lot, and thought if I ever had a project, I would call the wall. And he came right out. He told me, oh, yeah, we can do this, we can do this. And then I said, I need to have some expertise on getting an actual plan. I wanted to make sure drainage was right. He picked up his phone and he said, we have this landscape designer, we use him all the time. And he called Larry, and Larry was over at my house within 20 minutes. And we started the plan. August of 2 years ago, and then we actually started the work last year in April, I believe, finished by June, and this is what you see this year. So
it's beautiful.
No, thank you.
Well, it is really a collaborative effort here, and so now I'm going to talk to Larry, who's the designer. And so you met with Heidi inside the house, which is interesting that you started there to talk about this.
Well, it's always a good place to start is inside, because you can see the flavor and the flair of the customer, and just get comfortable outside the project, and talks about their wishes and their hopes, and just get comfortable. And it just has so much color in her life that I just wanted to bring that from inside to outside, and it was really nice.
And so I could see that you put lots of color, lots of plantings in, and then you had to just pick some different materials for the patio and then for the wall.
Yeah, we like stamped concrete is a great option compared to pavers, and I think it's less maintenance than pavers. And the wall material is Allen block courtyard stone. It's the same on both sides, so then it looks, you don't see the back of a wall in this application. We just worked on some of the details with the drainage problems that we talked about. Everything sloped to the house. There was plants everywhere, and a postage stamp of lawn, and it was just nice to be able to flatten this area out, correct all the drainage problems, install a French door, and bring the inside outside.
Well, you can really see that from that view from inside, and lovely space to relax in and entertain. Well, Larry touched on some of the materials here that the wall used, but I'm going to go talk to Jake and really get the details about that. Well, now I'm with Jake from the wall, and Jake, you were actually the first contact for Heidi, and then you brought a designer in.
That's correct, yeah. After kind of seeing the layout of the project here and her overall agenda and what she wanted to see, we figured it'd be best to bring in our designer, and that's Larry Borlin, who you guys were just speaking to. And he came up with this design, and it worked out fantastic. He really did a good job taking in the lighting and just everything she wanted to see.
Yeah, and I see there's a lot of different textures here, so how important is that to a design?
It's very important, very important. We have all sorts of different types of retaining walls. This is right here, this is a segmental retaining wall. It's manufactured by Oregon Block and Paver. It's called the Allen Block Courtyard. So when Heidi was saying she wanted to kind of create a courtyard, I figured what a better product to use than the courtyard block. It's great for small retaining walls, and it also is capable of being freestanding as well, which helps in this product.
And I love this stamped patio. This is really lovely.
Yeah, this is colored stamped concrete. We recommend this for all your patio areas. We don't really want it for driveways. That's why we have the sand finish over there. But yeah, it's colored, and you're kind of loose with what you want in the color there. We can kind of custom it a little bit.
So were there any problems here that you had to solve?
There was a few. The biggest was going to be the drainage. We obviously came in, excavated down, so with all the water that's going to be flowing, that's a big issue. So we ended up putting drainage behind the retaining walls and trying to reroute all the water as best as possible. Obviously, when you're digging down this far, you're eliminating a lot of the area for the water to go, and it's just going to want to pool right in here. But we're used to that. We encounter that on almost every project.
Oh, of course, of course. And so then once that was solved, how much longer with the project?
It was about a 3-week project. From the time I broke ground to the time we were all done, it was about 3 weeks, and then she was entertaining.
That is nice.
Was
That was the
great.
main goal.
That's it. Got her what she wanted.
So how can we contact you? How can we find you?
You can get a hold of us via the internet at buythewall.com, or you can call us at 503-735-9255.
So you know, you can see this beautiful, entertaining area that Heidi has now in the front of her house. It's the sky's the limit, whatever your creativity is, and the wall's creativity. So please go to gardentime.tv. We'll click you over to their website, and you can find out how you can have this at your house. Thanks so much, Jake.
Thank you.